This is Dr. Smith with a PhD in common sense. And I have a tendency to talk to a lot of folks a lot of time when you're walking down the street or something like that, or just talking to them in general. And majority of the time you see some says, well, they don't respect you. It's not a black person in this world is respected. Oh, they think they are because they got a little money. They're not respected because if they go in the right area, they're gonna be after their black ass with a rope. Okay, they respect me for, no, they don't. See, because number one, the reason that they doesn't respect you is because you don't respect each other. That's the number one thing. So when you don't speak to each other, don't greet each other, don't try to help each other, and you expect that race to turn around and respect you, no. They look at you as a race. They don't look at you as an individual. They look, I don't care how much money you got. You still a nigger. How light your skin is, you still a nigger. One thing about black folks, they have a tendency to try to put themselves above other blacks. It don't work that way in real life. In real life, it is what it is. You see, you got the Vietnamese. We fought a war over there. They respect them. You got the Chinese. World War II, we was fighting in China. Doing something like that, or not exactly fighting in China, but it was some kind of skirmish anyway. Uh, they respect them. North Korean, they respect them. Indians in India, they respect them. White folks respect each other. The Spaniard, they respect each other. They respect them. But the black man is not respected. Why? Number one, the staple singer sung the song, respect yourself. If you don't respect yourself, nobody going to give a good cahoot. Once you learn that you need to respect yourself. It's nothing wrong with having a little fun. Everybody's young, you know what I mean? But if you have a baby, take care of the baby. And I tell people, if she's good enough to fuck, she's good enough to marry. I'm going to repeat that. If she's good enough to fuck, she's good enough to marry. Because what you're doing is bringing another child in this world if that take place and a child shows up. So you're going to run from your responsibility and talk a bunch of bullshit. And then you're going to say you're a man. No, you're not a man. You're not a man. You're a he, but you're not a man. You see, that's the problem with a lot of the black peoples in this world. They can fuck. I got a big so and so I can make her feel good. Nigga, please. Your ass gonna get old and dry up like all the rest of us. That just lasts for a certain period of time. Before you come, it was fucking and sucking before you got here. And when you leave, they're gonna be fucking and sucking when you leave, okay? So you nothing special. So get that out of your head. And you need to try to get some respect. And the only way you're gonna get respect, get up off your dead ass and go get a job. Now, say for instance, we have something going on today, and I'd like to bring this to your attention. Donald Trump with the feds is doing a lot of raids going on in the Valley, in California, stuff like that. And a lot of folks say they can't find a job. Well, there you go. There's a job there. If they go, somebody got to replace them. So get off the fucking counter, get off your ass, and go over there and tell them you want a job. And if you say you can't do the job, it doesn't take that long to be trained. Within 24 hours, they can have you trained. I have another way of doing things here. If I was president of the United States, I would take some of the prisoners that had a low crime. Let's say, put it this way. Let's say he stole something out of a jewelry store or something like that, and maybe beat up the man a little bit, but didn't do too much damage to him, and he got 5 or 6 years. Let's say somebody broke in somebody's house, and he got a few years, 5 or 6 years. Let's say somebody fooled around and had a confrontation with a policeman, but he didn't do him too bad. He got 4 or 5 years. Those are the type of people you can turn around and tell them, hey, wait a minute. What we going to do, we're going to cut your time by 1 year. Plus, we're going to carry you up there to do that cherry picking, cotton picking, whatever you got to do up there. They don't pick cotton anymore, but working in them fields. You know, snap beans and peaches and oranges and whatever they got to do in those fields. You go up there. I worked in those fields, so I know how it feels. And they had a little. They didn't have what they have today. They have modernization now, but my time was pretty hard. So if you take those prisoners and out of the prison, because eventually I'm gonna put it this way: if you get rid of those people that's in the field, your groceries going up. I said your groceries going up. So they got to be replaced. Another thing that I can say that they can do, they can also use the military, the ones that's being recruited, going into the military, they may have to be replaced with those particular people for a short period of time. And that's better than being in war. So you can go there and serve a good year or two, help getting that shit together till you get some, till the man gets some permanent employees. Another thing too, what we can do also, we can let certain amount of Latinos come across the border, but we have to have what they call uh, work permits. Now, here's the catch to that. A lot of people say get a work permit, but if you turn around and have a baby in the country, then that's another baby here in this country because they had a baby by illegal. Two illegals having a baby, the baby's a citizen. I have to agree with Donald Trump on this issue. Because see, if you don't, if everybody did that, we might be looking like China and India. They got way more people than we have to keep this country in check. And I want all these so-called white liberals to understand. They will put a foot in your ass so far that you won't know how to get it out of, okay? Because remember, they don't forget. Black folks forget. Because we'll take anything. You can piss in our face, tell us rain, and we'll believe it. So I'm going to tell you right now, better turn around and better start thinking about yourself and thinking about the one that's going to scratch your back. The American black man has scratched the white man back ever since he been in this country. We have done every damn thing that he asked. We have turned around and stood by him through thick and thin. And yet still he put a foot in our ass. Yeah, put a foot in our ass. Every nationality that come across that border, regardless it's China border, Indian border, even the Africans now, they give them more respect than they give a black man. They give them more opportunity. They give them more loans. I'm here to tell you because I tried to get a loan and stuff. They wouldn't even give it to me, and my record was clean. I was in the military. I ain't gonna give that loan. Get out of here, nigga. See, so I know what's going on. You know, they didn't say all of that, but you know what I mean. You get the message. I was talking to a friend today. He was telling me about some people's how the doctors do you in the hospitals and stuff. They don't treat you like they treat the white folks. Never have and never will. So you're gonna have to get your own. That's the bottom line. I don't give a damn if you live 100 years from now, 5 years from now, 25 years from now. It doesn't make any sense for you to sit around and go to somebody else's shop buying shit and they putting a foot in your ass and you giggling and laughing. They think you some kind of dumbass coon or something. You know, they're like the white folks used to say. He's a coon. He's one of them coons, one of them dumbass coons. So you got to realize you got to turn around and start trying to get respect start respecting each other. That's the number one thing. You respect each other, the rest of it's already taken care of, you know. Because when you respect each other, then you start buying from each other. Then you respect each other, you'll start helping each other and work in different things you're working with, such as plumbing and carpentry and painting and whatever you want to say, everything that you can think of. So, but if you don't have that respect, nobody is going to hire you. Blacks don't want to hire blacks to do work in their house. That's what I said. They'll get a Latino to do the work in the house. Now let's take this a little farther. I hate to put it this way, but I'm gonna just be honest with you. If you hire a Latino or white or Asian to do work in your house, that money is going to his family to carry his kids to college. Your kids, money's coming out of his family in his pocket, and the kids won't go to college because they don't have the funds because you don't spend it on somebody else. This is what I'm talking about. Limit it that much as you can. If you have to use them, fine and dandy. I'll use them and a lot of other people use them. But mainly go to your first. The Bible said, I'm not talking bullshit. I'm telling it like it is. The Bible said, charity begins at home. You're supposed to take care of your own before you take care of somebody else. Did you hear me talking to you? This is Dr. Smith, as I always say. It's always going to be raw, nasty, and it's dirty. So get used to that. So subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. It's always plenty more where that come from. And remember, when you dealing with black peoples, they need to respect you back as well. Sometimes they have this anger. I've seen this anger. They have anger in them for not all of them, but a great deal of the majority of them have anger in them, like another black person has done something to them. A white person can push them or cuss them out or something like that, and they say hee hee hee, and they get home and they're already mad and they beat up their wife. They ain't beating up their wife, then they beat up their children. They're mad about what some white boy or some Mexican boy or Asian boy done something to them down the street. Get over it. Don't bring that shit home. If you can smile at one of them in the street, you should be able to smile at your own peoples. These women, a lot of times, they have these dresses short and all showing all their butts and their titties and stuff. And they holler, I'm the bum. Nobody don't want none of that shit. I mean, you lower yourself. You got to respect yourself, So if you don't respect yourself, nobody else ain't gonna respect yourself, and you represent the race, regardless you like it or not. That person that walked them street with a showing her ass represent the race. If it's the black race or whatever race it is, they represent you. Cover your ass up. Nobody don't need to see all that shit. Your boyfriend and your husband supposed to see it. Who you showing it to? You showing it to another man so you can have another baby in the street by somebody nobody don't give a fuck about? Then you want to get on the county? Well, you better hope that I wasn't president, because that county shit would be on its way out. Because all them jobs that's being created, them farm jobs, baby, you better get ready to go out there and start to working in them fucking fields like I did. And a lot of more people. My whole family worked in there. And none of us was ever on the damn county. None of us. My father got down to 98 pounds, sickly. He finally came back. So I know how it feels to be poor, real poor. So this is Dr. Smith with a PhD in common sense. So don't tell me, what, I can't make it. Get up off your fucking ass. Ain't nothing wrong with you. What's wrong with you? I'm going to sit here and get up. I got to stay in the bed till 12 o'clock. Do something. This world don't owe you a damn thing. It don't owe you shit. If you stop spending your money on Gucci bags and them cars you can't afford and all that bullshit and haircuts, sometimes you can't afford the haircuts. If you can't afford the haircuts, cut your stuff at home. I mean, if you can afford haircuts, go ahead and get your haircuts. I can understand that. And if you can't afford to have your lawn mowed, mow your lawn yourself. Get your lawnmower. Get your weed eater. Learn to do for your damn self. You always got to have somebody do something for you. Then you turn around and holler, I need money. I'm poor. I don't have no money. I'm broke. That's when people don't respect you because you're stupid. You got stupid nigger written on your forehead. Stupid nigger written on your forehead. That's what I said. I didn't stutter. This is Dr. Smith with a PhD in common sense. And it's always plenty more where that come from. And Donald Trump gonna clean up this shit. Believe me, you dumb may not like it, but he gonna clean this shit up. It's a new day. And I didn't even vote for him. Talk to you later.